Hey everybody, it's Mr. DeLugas again. This video here is not one of my tutorial videos. This is a special thank you video to a student I had about 8 years ago. She's getting ready to graduate, and she nominated me as one of the teachers that inspired her throughout her career. Her name is Emily, and let me tell you a little bit about what I remember about the time that Emily and I spent together in 4th grade. From what I remember about Emily, I remember, first of all, she was a very, very talented student. Did pretty well in all of her subject areas. Writing, especially in any language, was amazing. She had a real gift for words at a young age. She was super hardworking, and she was really funny, had this great dry sense of humor, and I think that both her and I got along and kind of connected in that sense because our sense of humor is kind of aligned. The thing that I remembered most about Emily as I was reflecting back and thinking about what I wanted to say about her was her turkey tail. Now, a couple of years ago, I used to do a writing prompt during Thanksgiving called the turkey tale, where the turkey is trying to escape from the farm so that he doesn't get eaten. And he has to come up with his elaborate escape plan to get off the farm, and then what does he do once he's off the farm? Now, most of the students, we would build them, and they would come out to be something about this size. We would put them on our cute little turkeys here with one page, and we'd go through the whole writing process and edit and revise and put them up for Thanksgiving. Now, Emily loved writing and she loved storytelling. So her turkey tale, when it was done, was not one page, it was like 4 pages long. The thing was like as big as a 4th grade child. It was huge. And I remember her going back and editing and revising and quadruple checking everything to change a word here, change a word there, just to put a little extra flair into things, which is what she always did with her writing. Made her writing very, very special. And I remember sitting and editing and looking over it with her and thinking, my gosh, this thing is already great. And she's like, no, I can make it a little bit better. And she did. The thing was amazing by the time it was over. When she had finished her turkey, we hung it up. You know, it was 12 feet high out in the hallway. And thought we had moved on from the turkey tail. Now, fast forward a year later, she came to me with her mom in 5th grade and said, you know, Emily took her turkey tale and got it published. And I had never heard of anything like that. I was still a pretty young teacher, and I said, she did what? And her mom and Emily got into the National Voice for Kids, Creative Kids. This is the winter 2009-2010 version. Yes, Emily, I still have it. And this is Emily's turkey tail, right up behind. This is the gigantic turkey that she made that she turned into an article that was published in a children's writing magazine, which I thought was just the most amazing and great thing I'd ever heard of a young writer. And Emily, I wanted to let you know, I still pull this magazine out to show my kids when we're writing, to say, you don't have to wait until you're, you know, a young adult, you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s to become a writer. You're a writer right now if you have a passion for it. Emily was a 4th grade kid who had a passion for writing, and by the time she was in 5th grade, she was a published author. How cool is that? And you can see the people who really enjoy writing in my class, it really opens their eyes. And you did that, Emily. You made those kids go, I can be a writer too, I can do this. And it's an amazing thing that you've done. As far as a student, what I remember, she was a very hard worker. She got what it was to be a student. I tell parents that sometimes kids they understand how school works. She worked hard. She asked questions when she didn't understand something. She always tried to stay organized, and she always had a plan of attack if she didn't understand something. How do I solve this? How do I fix this? Who do I go to? What are the steps I take to make this better, to fix my problem? And that's a cool thing for a young kid to have. I'm super humbled that Emily chose me, because you have students that you have come into your classroom and you're like, you know what? I'm glad that you're enjoying my classroom. I know that you probably don't need me, but I had a lot of fun having you. And Emily was one of those students where I thought, you know, it was awesome having you. You didn't really need me, but I really enjoyed our time together. And to hear that there was a part of Emily saying, you know what, no, I did need you, and I really appreciated our time together, Mr. DeLugas. It's super cool that we both feel that way about that 4th grade year. So I just wanted to say thank you, Emily, and just put it on a public forum, and wish you the best of luck with everything that you do. I have no doubt you are going to be tremendously successful with anything you choose to do, because that's the kind of kid you were in 4th grade, and I'm sure that's how you're going to be as a young adult. So thank you, Emily.